Taxation is an unavoidable reality for every citizen. On one hand, it's the driving force of any nation's development, and on the other, it feels like a relentless burden on citizens. With Nigeria's new tax reform bill in the spotlight, the question isn't just about paying anymore. It's about whether those payments will truly translate to better roads, stable power, or accessible education. Could this be the beginning of an economic turnaround or just another strain on an already overstretched populace? The bill is ambitious, no doubt. It plans to overhaul the system by increasing value added tax, VAT, a consumption tax charged on goods and services from the current 7.5% to 10% in 2025 and eventually to 15% by 2030. Essential items like food, electricity, and medicine are, however, exempted, offering some relief to the masses. The government also proposes slashing corporate tax rates to 25% by 2026 and scrapping taxes entirely for small businesses earning below 50 million naira annually. This sounds promising, right? Not so fast. While policymakers advocate this as a win for small businesses and the national treasury, critics warn of ripple effects. For instance, VAT hikes could lead to higher prices, pushing everyday commodities further out of reach for many Nigerians. And yes, that could lead to inflation. One noteworthy aspect of the reform, however, is a streamlining of Nigeria's complex tax system. Remember the endless complaints from businesses about paying multiple overlapping taxes? This bill consolidates many of these into a single 2% development levy for large corporations meant to fund initiatives like student loans. In addition, it allocates 55% of VAT revenue to states, up from the current 15%. But while this could empower local governments, the question remains, will these funds truly benefit the public or disappear into the usual abyss of mismanagement? Senate leader Okpeyemi Bamidele has defended the reforms as necessary to stabilize the economy after subsidy removals. But some lawmakers, like Senator Ali Ndube, argue that such sweeping changes require more groundwork, including constitutional amendments. At its core, the tax reform bill is a test of Nigeria's capacity to implement bold, transformative policies. If executed properly, it could simplify tax collection, boost public revenue, and even make doing business in Nigeria less daunting. However, without transparency and strict accountability measures, this reform risks becoming a bigger burden on citizens. So, will Nigeria's tax reform bill usher in prosperity or simply tax citizens into frustration? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, the stakes are higher than ever.